Happy New Year. 2020 is here. And I am starting my year off with making a video on dehydrating. What am I dehydrating, you ask? Ground turkey. I'm going to cook it up. I got my Presto skillet ready, and let's get to cooking. All right, now. So this is turkey. It's gosh, still frozen on it. It's amazing. It's still semi-frozen, and it's been in my refrigerator for like 2 days. My refrigerator's working too hard. But anyway, I bought this at Sam's Club. It was, I believe, $14 for a total of 5 pounds. Cheaper than buying the 1 pound for $5 at the grocery store. This works out to a significant savings. As long as they don't keep raising the price, right? All right, so that's all I'm doing is I am just going to cook this down and I'll rinse it. So I'll bring you guys back. This will be a fast video, sort of. Fast for you. You know, I won't finish this till tomorrow, but I'll bring you back when this is all cooked and I'm going to rinse it. Not done yet, but I'm going to add this. Some organic red lentils. I've decided I'm not going to can it all today. I am going to dehydrate this fish. And why am I going to dehydrate this fish? Because I can then add pieces of this fish to the dehydrated dog food. And keep some separate just as treats. And I don't have to cook it first, because it'll get kind of cooked in the dehydrating process. So it's a good thing I have got for 8 trays. And I know my dehydrator can handle 8 trays. So anyway, all right, I'm going to slice up this, get my work area here ready. I'm still cooking the turkey. The lentils are now simmering. I've got my timer set for 20 minutes, and we'll check them then, because I don't want them overcooked, because I don't want mush, because that won't work with my plans. So, all right, I'll bring you guys right back. All right, so I just went over, and my lentils I had covered it, so the water was, spewing everywhere. So I went over there and just added another 1.5 cups to the water, and I decided to go ahead and taste the lentils, and they're almost done, in my opinion. I like them with a little toothiness to them. So I reset my timer for 5 minutes. I'm just going to let them come back up to a simmer, and yeah, I'm going to call them done, because, like I said, I don't want lentil mush. So there you go. Now I got a lot going on all at one time. Whoo-wee. All right. Well, I better get busy. I'm going to set up now to start slicing my fish and bring you guys back. Okay. So, what are you doing for your New Year's Day? Or what did you do? By the time you see this, it'll be a few days past. You're starting your Jar It Up January if you're part of the Sutton Days Friends group, which if you're not, you should be. Sutton Days Friends on Facebook. Extremely helpful group. Okay, so I need these thin. This is just cod. I may have to sharpen my knife. The best way to slice these. I should have left them a little bit more frozen, huh? But nothing seems to be defrosting very quickly in my refrigerator. I took these out yesterday. So, alright. Now, let me, oops. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing now. Alright, so I'm just going to put these in a single layer. I am using one of my fine mesh, which I'll also use for the turkey. For the lentils, I'm going to use one of my jelly roll trays, one or two jelly roll trays, I don't know yet. So, oh yeah, the dogs are going to love this. They always know I'm making something for them when I'm standing on this side of the kitchen with my stoves over there. So they know Mom's making something. All right, I'm going to be right back. Let me go get those lentils. All right, lentils are done. Turkey is done. And I'm just going to see if I can't make sure I break it up, because I want the crumble. I don't want, if I was canning it, I'd leave the pieces, whatever size they were. But not going to work for dehydrating. If you don't have one of these, you need to get one. They are fantastic. I think they're fantastic once your meat is at least 75% cooked. Otherwise, it all builds up for me. But yeah, look, see, that's a nice work of this. Once I get them on the dehydrator, get it on the dehydrator. All right, let's go over to the sink. All right, turn on a little light. Take some of this out this way. Maybe less likely to have a disaster. Dumping half the meat down the drain. Maybe everybody's done that at least once, twice in their cooking years. All right, now let's see if I can pour this in here. The turkey over, and we'll get that going, and then hopefully the lentils on the top. And then in another video we will make dog food. Let's see, what are we gonna call it? Dog food MRIs? No. I don't know, shelf-stable dog food? Dehydrated dog food? I'm not sure yet. All right, I'm going to have to toy around with the name. But, okay, let me get this all finished. I'll bring you guys back. All the fish. They're tightly packed. I know that's not a good idea, but I'll just leave them on there as long as I need to. So, 2 very full trays of the fish. The cod, I should say. Okay, now let's put the meat. I'm going to put the lentils on the top. And they will dry first. Oh, look at that. Did I dry? Oh, that's from my peaches. I guess I didn't wash this one. Ugh. How did you get missed? Alright, well, my bad. Alright, so. Alright. I love my little Mr. Coffee scoop. It gets used for all sorts of stuff, including scooping coffee. Okay, and I don't don't care if some of this falls through to the next layer, because, I mean, you know, technically they're all kind of going to go in the same place. Some of the fish I might just use as snacks, but we'll see. Or not snacks, it's little treats for the dogs. But we'll see. I have so many store-bought treats from all their dog park friends that I don't really need to make them dog treats. And I still have some turkey breasts that I defrosted in strips. Not defrosted, I dehydrated in strips for them. So, all right, I am going to just continue filling these trays. And I might stop with the meat for a minute and do the lentils just so I know how full I should make these trays. I don't want to make them so full that it's going to take, like, you know, 4 days to dehydrate. It might, but I mean, once they start dehydrating, it'll certainly take up a lot less space. And I mean, you know, I'll have to, let's see, it's, by the time I'm done doing this, it'll probably be 3 o'clock when I start the dehydrator, roughly. So probably before I go to bed tonight, I will probably rotate the trays, but well, I'm going to see. I may end up rotating them just tomorrow morning. Let them go past 12 hours. This is where you want to, if you find any bigger chunks, this is where you really want to try and break them up. Because once they're dehydrated, they are almost weaponized. You chuck a few of these at somebody at high force, poof, it hurts. So, let's see here. You know, I may be able to get it all on this tray. So this is 5 pounds of ground turkey. The only way I could get it leaner is if I ground my own turkey breast and removed all the fat before I did it, and I have done that. I do that a lot with chicken. Unfortunately, if you own a pit bull, you may or may not have this trait in your pit bull, but typically pit bulls don't do well with chicken. At least that's what I've heard. Mine certainly doesn't. It causes him intestinal issues. I mean, if he eats chicken, would he die? Well, not right away, but he'd probably get dehydrated from the reaction his intestines have. So, all right, that's all the turkey right there. Excelente! Excelente! All right. Now, this is cool. I might have this on the dehydrator faster than I anticipated. Now, where did I do the... Okay, and I got 2 more trays after this one. These I definitely want to spread out as much as I can, only because I've got, 2 more trays after this, so I can do that and make sure these get dried. The important part is that everything is bone dry. I mean, just as dehydrated as you can get it, because this is all going to go into, well, I'm going to put it into Mylar bags, but, it's a food saver. All right, I'll see you guys when I am ready to check these or take something off. Turned off, but all right, let's do this. Dehydrating is all done. So this is the lentils, the organic red lentils that went from about 2.5 cups of cooked lentils down to, I would say, about 1.25 cups of dehydrated lentils. And these were finished last night at about 11. Remember, we started these about 2:30, 3 o'clock. Now, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. I just now took the meats off of the dehydrator. You can see they are dry. So we got the 3 trays of turkey. My hands are clean, by the way. And this is the fish. And hear that? Fish is done. These were actually probably done last night, but I just left them. So all of my trays are finished. This was on the bottom. There you go. Okay, and not leaving an oily residue because you don't want to pick an oily fish. So I am going to go ahead and get these off the tray and put into jars. I need to go get the jars. And then, yeah, there's another one. See, nice and dry. Bring you in for a closer look. There you go. Nice and dry. All right, so I'm going to get these all, I'm going to let them finish cooling. I'm going to separate them out on my counter and pray the dogs don't realize they could reach the counter. Because you definitely don't want to package anything up while it's still warm. So I'm just going to kitty corner them. See, all dry. Everything's dry. There we go. Now, I will say last night before I went to bed, I had to take it all apart, take the bottom part, because it was full of liquid from the fish. Excuse me. And so I turned everything off, put all the trays aside, and took the bottom piece into the kitchen and washed it with soap and water, because it was just tons of liquid from the fish. And I figured, that's going to smell. So as soon as I did that, the smell of the fish started to dissipate rather quickly from my room. So I wasn't too affected last night by the odors, because normally I would do meat and whatnot out in the garage. But like I said, it's really cold here right now. Well, cold for California. It was in the mid to high 40s last night. I know it's nothing for a lot of people, but I'm a wimpy Californian. But there. All right, so I'm going to let these cool. Remember, if you like these videos, please remember to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my page if you haven't done so. That's important. Subscribe, or at least hit the bell notification so you can be notified when I upload a new video, and you can pop on over and check it out if you're so inclined. And remember to share, because sharing is caring. So don't hog me out of yourself. Share me. Share me. I don't mind. I'm a big girl. I can take it. All right. Thank you again for staying all the way to the end. Stay tuned for the next video when we actually put together some dehydrated dog food. All right. Bye, guys.